welcome back to Retired Happy. This is Retired Happy Cooking, and this is the very first video of the Retired Happy Cooking. So this is a new venture, and I want all of you to please comment and let me know how you like it and how we're doing. These are going to be all recipes that are going to be in the new cookbook. It will be the Retired Happy Cooking Friends and Community. So all of the recipes that I'll feature on this title will be in the new cookbook. So today we're making the first one, the Enchilada Casserole, and it was sent in by Terri. So thank you. I made it for my potluck dinner at church, took it to church, and came home with an empty dish. So it was very good. Now the format for Retired Happy Cooking is going to be different. I'm going to have different music. I won't do all the talking that I do on Retired Happy, and then the end of it will be shorter. Maisie won't be featured as much on this one as she is on our regular visit. So let me know what you think. My good word for the day will always be John 3:16, and my thankful for the day, which I won't post, but it will always be thankful for all of you who take the time to spend time with Retired Happy and comment and support and encourage this channel. So let me know in the comments and enjoy this recipe. Today in Retired Happy Kitchen, I have to take a casserole to church tomorrow. It's our Potluck Sunday, second Sunday of the month, every month. So I'm going to be making the Enchilada Casserole that was sent in by Terri. So what I need is 2 pounds of ground beef. It calls for 3 15-ounce cans of enchilada sauce. The enchilada sauce comes in 10-ounce cans. So I went ahead and got 4, and I might have some extra sauce. Need 12 corn tortillas. These are going to be cut in half. 2 cups of Monterey Jack cheese. I'm going to use my cheddar cheese. 1 bunch of green onions diced. And then I need crushed corn chips to go on the top of it after it's made. Now, while my skillet is still clean, I'm going to go ahead and cut my corn tortillas in half and then fry them in a little bit of oil to get them soft. So I'm going to go ahead and do that before I put my ground beef in my skillet. Then that will have done. That will save me 1 skillet cleanup. They're already cut in half, so I'll put the corn tortillas in the hot oil and leave them just enough to soften them, and then take them out and put them back on the cutting board. Then they will be ready when I get ready to assemble the casserole. So my oil is hot, and we're just going to soften the tortillas. The tortillas have been fried in the oil and softened. Now I'm going to add 2 pounds of ground beef to my skillet, and we're going to brown that and then add the enchilada sauce to it. Now we have 2 pounds of hamburger meat in the skillet. We're going to cook this until it's brown. In the meantime, I'm going to be grating the cheese and chopping the onion. I have 1 bunch of green onions and 1 8-ounce package of cheddar cheese I'm going to grate. When the meat gets brown, I'll pour off the grease and pour off the liquid and get it ready to add the enchilada sauce. Meantime, I'm grating the cheese and getting the onion chopped up. So this handy dandy little cheese grater really makes quick work of grating cheese. Now the meat is brown, and I've poured off the excess fat and the liquid on it. So now we have to add the enchilada sauce. The recipe calls for 3 15-ounce cans. So my cans are 10-ounce, and that would be 45 ounces. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and I have one more can. I'm going to put half of that can and save and see if I need the other half can, which I think I might just pour over the top of that. So now we'll stir this all up really well, let it heat, and get ready to start assembling the casserole. Now you can see this makes a lot of sauce, so you do need a large skillet when you're making this casserole. Now everything's done, we're ready to start assembling our casserole. This is a 9 by 13 baking dish. So the first layer is going to be tortillas and sauce. Now I'm going to have 3 layers of the tortillas, the sauce, the cheese. So I have 12 tortillas cut in half, which is 24 halves. So I need 3 layers, so I'm going to put 8 tortilla halves on each layer. So the first layer is going to be just the tortillas and the sauce. And I did go ahead and simmer the meat and the enchilada sauce for about 15 minutes. I wanted it to get good and thick. So now I'm going to just ladle and start spooning the sauce over the chips. I'm going to try to divide this into thirds. So this is the first layer, just tortillas and sauce. I have the first layer of tortillas well covered with the sauce. Put it right out to the corners. Now I should have about 2/3 left. So now the next layer is going to be tortillas. So we're going to have 8, and I'm putting the cut edge next to the edge of the casserole. And in the middle, that's 2, 4, 6, and 8. So the tortillas, next will be a layer of the sauce. So we'll come back in with the sauce again. And spread that out. Now the remaining sauce will go on the top. So on top of the sauce will go cheese. So I have 8 ounces of grated cheese. So now this layer will have cheese. I'm going to put a pretty good bit of cheese on it because I do have enough cheese to make it real cheesy. So I'll put half this cheese on this layer, and the other half will go on the very top layer. Okay, I'm going to save all the rest of it for the top layer. Now the onions. So I chopped the white onion, so I'll put half the onion on this layer and half the green onions. And this little bunch of green onions, the onions were really big little bulbs. So it wasn't the little skinny onions that I usually get. I'm going to save a lot of the green onions for the very top, so that will be pretty. Okay, now the last layer will have 8 tortilla shells. 2, 4, 6, and 8. So that covers the dish really well, to put the cut edge of the half a tortilla along the edge of the dish. So now the rest of the sauce will go on. And I think this is going to be absolutely delicious. Not only will it be pretty, but it will be absolutely delicious. So I think everybody at church tomorrow is going to really like my casserole. Okay, now I don't really think at this point that I need the rest of the sauce, because I did have half the can left. So depends on how many ounces are in your cans of enchilada sauce, because the recipe calls for 3 15-ounce cans, and I had 10-ounce cans. Okay, now the rest of the cheese will go on top, then the rest of the onions. And after that, now I'm not going to put my crushed chips on tonight. I'm going to wait until tomorrow to put the crushed chips on. And I think I might want some more cheese than that. That was 8-ounce block of cheese that I had at Kroger, the Kroger cheddar cheese. And I think I'm going to grate some more cheddar cheese because I want it kind of cheesy. And I think the chopped green onions are going to make it really pretty on top. Okay. Now in the morning when I get up, I'll take my casserole dish out, let it get warm. It will bake at 350 degrees for 30 minutes. So isn't that pretty? And I'll let you know after church how everybody liked it and if I brought home any, which I don't think I'm going to. And thank you, Terri, for this very delicious casserole. So this is Terri's Enchilada Casserole. It's going to be delicious. Now it's time to get the casserole ready to go to church. So I have my corn chips, and I'm just going to break them up in my hand and just take a handful and crush them in my hand, and that will work real well. So I'm just going to sprinkle that on top of the casserole. My oven is preheating to 350, and it's going to bake for 30 minutes while I go get dressed. This is kind of like my Ritz crackers and butter that I put on top of my vegetable casseroles. Okay. Now into the oven it goes. And I'll show it to you before I take it to church. Now the casserole just came out of the oven and it's still bubbling and hot. So it baked for 30 minutes and I almost let it stay in too long. So keep an eye on it. I was getting dressed for church and it's starting to get kind of brown around the edges. So I got here just in the nick of time. So I'm going to put my tinfoil over it, wrap it up in a heavy bath towel to try to keep it warm, and it will go to church with me today. Well, this is what I brought home from church. So, needless to say, everybody liked the enchilada casserole. So, a lot of people who didn't even know I had brought it said, "Have you tried the enchilada casserole? It's really good." So, we recommend this recipe. It will be in the next cookbook. And thank you, Terri, for submitting enchilada casserole recipe.